Hey, one and all, Jackie Bessler along with you here at Mingus Union High School. And Josh Fruin is along with us, Cottonwood Parks and Rec Sports and Special Events Coordinator. Welcome to our broadcast.
Thank you. It's great to be here. Thank you for doing this for us.
This is a fantastic thing. I love this. The youth basketball. Now, this is Power Division 1. So tell me, what ages are we going to see here today?
So this will be our 4th and 5th grade boys division that will be here today. For Cottonwood Parks and Rec, we offer kindergarten and 1st grade, which is our mini mites, 2nd and 3rd grade, which is our mighty mites, and then this is 4th and 5th grade, which we divide into the boys and girls division. So this will be 4th and 5th graders here. 6
teams total.
Yes,
and,
sir.
Here on Verde Valley TV, you're going to be able to watch 3 different games. Watch for the Suns and the Knicks, the Celtics and the Kings. And this particular game is going to be the 5-2 Raptors taking on the undefeated Pelicans.
Yes, sir. Pelicans and Raptors have both had awesome seasons, and this is our 1st and 2nd place teams. Both times they played were within 4-point games. Great games, and we'll have another great one here today.
That'll be absolutely wonderful. Now, Coach Phillips brings his squad in. Coach Mangus brings his squad in. Of course, the Pelicans are going to be in the yellow and the Raptors in the red out here today. We want to thank our friends at Mingus Union High School for letting us use their gymnasium for this. This has got to be a thrill for the youngsters to be able to play on the high school court.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great experience. They're all looking forward to getting out on the big court where hopefully they'll play in high school one day, and it's a great experience for them.
That is what it's all about, getting them ready and the feeder system into the high school program, right? Now, this court, the Mingus court, a little bit bigger than what you're accustomed to playing on, correct?
Absolutely. They've been playing on the Recreation Center courts, on the kind of half courts going diagonally sideways. So they have been a little smaller courts, a little shorter three-point line and all that. So it'll be interesting seeing them out here on the big high school court. See if they tire out.
A lot of things coming up on Verde Valley TV that you can watch for. Of course, we'll have the St. Patty's Day Parade, and that will be recorded and available for you to watch on Verde Valley TV. We'll record that on March 9th, Saturday, March 9th, if you want to join us out there and be on television as well. And Josh, something else we're going to be looking to do this year is Verde Valley Baseball and Softball. We're going to have a couple of softball and baseball games for both Camp Verde and Sedona, 2 Mingus softball games and 2 Mingus baseball games. Those will all actually start coming up on the 15th of March, and we'll have our full schedule available at verdevalleytv.com. So those are things coming up on Verde Valley TV. We're going to take a break. We're about a minute or so away from tip-off here at Mingus Union High School, the first of 3 Power Division 1 youth basketball games from Cottonwood Parks and Rec. We'll return to Mingus Union High School after this.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, the Raptors in red, the Pelicans in yellow out here today. And Josh, tell me a little bit, substitution is a little bit different in this league as well as the clock. So how do substitutions work for Power Division 1?
Definitely. So what we do is we have 4 8-minute quarters that they play, and the only time that teams substitute is at the 4-minute mark of each quarter. So the first dead ball after 4 minutes, they'll sub, go out to center court, and they'll get matched up with their man, who they're going to play man-to-man defense on, as we also restrict it to man-to-man defense only. So that helps them know the guy they're guarding and who they're going to stick with the whole game for that quarter.
So no zone defenses at this age level, correct?
Correct.
Okay, all right. So that certainly works. Got to work man-to-man. Now, does that mean that you can come off your man to help guard the basket for somebody who's driving to the basket?
It does. That helps us with the pick and roll, so it's not someone sets a pick and the guy can go around and get a free shot. We have someone else that you're allowed to switch men in certain situations and able to help play defense there.
Excellent. Once again, 8-minute quarters.
Yes,
right?
sir.
So 8-minute quarters, and we'll have a 10-minute halftime. And during that time, we'll have the opportunity to talk about all sorts of things going on with Parks and Rec. So starting lineup for the Raptors looks like it's going to be number 2, Joy, number 11, Phillips, number 13, Pusel, number 14 is going to be Latcher, and number 5 will be Dixon, the starters for the Raptors. Now, they'll go out into the center of the court, and then the Pelicans will come out and literally match up, right?
Exactly. So the coaches can match them up on which guy they want them to guard and stick with for this 4-minute session, and just helps them this way to line up so everyone's on the same page on who they're supposed to be guarding.
Starters for the Pelicans out here is going to be number 1, Mangus, number 3, Felix, number 4, Uribe, number 2, Larson, and number 13, Rios. Those will be the starters for the Pelicans out here today. Now, earlier in the pregame, you mentioned these two teams have matched up.
They have.
Twice already, is that
Yes.
correct? Okay, and less than 4 points, the difference between both games, correct?
Yes, sir. Both were very good games. Came down to the last couple minutes, and we expect the same thing here today.
That is phenomenal. Lots of things coming up for Cottonwood Parks and Rec. Easter, believe it or not, is around the corner. It's amazing. It's going to be the middle of April this year, right? So you guys normally do an Easter egg hunt. Tell me about where that's going to be, what's going on with it.
Yes, so it's actually April 20th this year is our Easter egg hunt. It's down at Riverfront Park for kids ages 8 and under, and we'll have it divided into 4 different age groups there for them to do their Easter egg hunt. Lots of great prizes and a fun event.
Do you have a division for 50-year-olds?
That's something we'll have to look at adding.
All right, perfect. All right, once again, Pelicans in yellow, Raptors in red, getting ready for our tip-off, and it's going to be controlled by the Raptors out here, going from right to left across your screen. A pass inside, dribble is going to be actually driven back into the paint, loses it, gets it back out. It'll be contained out there by Pusel. Drives in toward the basket, shot up, foul. Now, does the clock continue to run on fouls?
No, the clock does stop on fouls. During their free throw time is the one time our clock does stop, during free throws and then during substitutions.
Pusel will be at the line for the Raptors to shoot 2. Now, that is a change that you've made over the last couple of years, which I really appreciate, because a lot of times when you go to the line, because you got to set everybody up and not everybody knows exactly where they're supposed to go, you could eat a lot of a quarter just on a free throw attempt. Ooh, up, off, and missed. No good. Second shot coming for Pusel and the Raptors here. No score. Second shot is up and off the rim, no good. Contained by the Pelicans, coming all the way down with the dribble, hands it off. Goes out to Mangus. Mangus drives toward the basket and will get fouled. And they're going to say he's going to shoot 2. Or maybe not. Nope, it's going to be an inbound pass. He was saying the foul on number 2. I thought he was saying that he was going to get 2 shots.
I thought the same thing. So we'll have an inbounds pass for the Pelicans under the basket.
Mangus gets the ball in, gets it up underneath the basket to Uribe. Uribe, double dribble will be a turnover. Approaching 6 minutes left to go in the first period. Raptors will inbound.
One other slight difference is teams have to play half-court defense. So once the other team gets the rebound, the other team has to retreat back to half before they can start playing defense.
Pusel goes across to Joy. Joy with the dribble, recontains it through the legs, drives in the paint, tries the left-hand side. Hook shot, up and good.
Very good shot there. Driving in and getting a good one-handed layup in.
Here come the Pelicans, coming the opposite direction. Uribe into the paint, layup. Oh, couldn't get the spin, off and out of bounds. It's going to be a Raptor ball. Raptors with the ball and the lead. Under 5.5 left to go in period number 1. 2-0 our score. Any shot clock in this particular division?
No, sir, no shot clock. They have really unlimited time to get that shot off. They do have to get across the half in 10 seconds, just as in high school, but no shot clock here.
Pusel with the dribble on the far side, looks for a screen, tries to go into the corner, finds a man up underneath, out of bounds, tried to save it, intended for Latcher. And it'll be a turnover.
Good effort there, trying to save it going out of bounds.
Raptors inbound. Uribe with the dribble for the Pelicans. Goes to the right-hand side, drives toward the middle, has an open man to the outside, finds him, loses the ball, a fight for it, scramble, picked up out there by Mangus. Mangus tries the left-hand side, gets the ball back out to Uribe. Uribe shot up, over, off, no good. Rebound comes down to the Raptors. Husel with the ball for the team in red. He'll go to the right-hand side, drives toward, gets a great screen, and finds the bucket. His
good
first
pick,
2 points.
setting him up there.
So 4:07, it's going to stop the clock, and they'll do all of the substitution changes. This also allows and creates a situation where everybody gets a chance to play, correct?
Absolutely. So we also, our scorekeepers track how many quarters the players are playing, and every player is required to play at least half the game. So it sets us up for that as well, that we're able to keep track of that with their substitutions.
So the Raptors out there, Joy's going to stay out. Lopez comes in. Murhead comes in for the Raptors. Last minute instructions. I love it when the coaches get to be out there on the court with them, right?
Oh, absolutely. Give them a little last minute instructions, make sure they know who they're guarding.
Yep.
It can be confusing after subbing a few times and guarding a few different guys. It's good to get the coaches, have them on the same page.
Now, at the same time, when you go out there, when you line up, does one team have to stay steady, and then the other team gets to adjust, or do you get to adjust back and forth on who you're going to guard?
Oh, ideally they both line up and kind of adjust together and agree on who they're going to do, but it doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes we'll have it be one team has the player guarding one guy, and on the other team they might switch to someone else, something like that. But ideally they'd all just be guarding the same guys back and forth.
Raptors with a 4-0 lead over the Pelicans right now. Pelicans in yellow with the ball. A speed dribble by Gonzalez. Gonzalez up underneath. Gets the shot up, can't get it to fall. Rebound, scrambled for. Raptors come up with it on the far side. That's Sanderson. Sanderson kicks it back to a point guard. Far side, it goes over to the near side to Murhead. Murhead with the dribble. Finds a lane up underneath, can't get it to fall. And here come the Pelicans. Gonzalez with the ball. And loses it, dives for it out there on the court. Is able to get it. And coach calls a timeout as soon as he gets to the ball. With that timeout, we'll take a quick break. We'll return, 3:30 left to go, period one. Raptors up 4-0. We're back after this.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Raptors up 4-0 over the Pelicans out here. And the Pelicans will maintain possession of the ball. Mangus will inbound for the team in yellow. Throws it backcourt. All the way to Gonzalez. Gonzalez with the dribble. He'll go to the right-hand side looking for a pick around one of his men. Keeps the dribble. Toward the basket. Shot up, off, no good. Gets his own rebound. Turns. Finds Mangus. Mangus will drive back into the paint. Hits the bottom of the basket. Rebound. It comes down to Sanderson for the Raptors. Raptors with the ball. Near side it goes. Layup up, off, no good. Rebound, Raptors. And a push is called. Coming down with the rebound is Lopez.
That was a good offensive possession there by the Pelicans on the other side with a few screens set, and kids ran it really well.
Still haven't found the bottom of the bucket though. Raptors
Not yet.
leading 4-0. They'll inbound under the basket. Find a man. It's going to be more with the dribble. Tries the right-hand side. And a foul is called.
Stack again.
And it'll be another inbound. Foul is going to be on Gonzalez.
Jojo, stack with them.
How many fouls before you have taken a permanent seat?
That's 5 fouls in this league. So once they have 5 fouls, they're out for the game. Then 7 team fouls starts the bonus shots.
Timeout called by the Raptors on the scramble on the floor. They keep position and the lead 4-0. We'll take a break. We'll return to Mingus Union High School after this.
Mandalay Homes introduces the new Ion Series, a revolutionary new approach to home building innovation and energy management. Built on a foundation of industry-leading energy efficiency and sustainable building practices, the Ion Series home redefines how we use and manage renewable energy. Contact a Mandalay Home sales executive today to learn more, or visit one of our Ion Series communities throughout northern Arizona.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, Raptors up 4-0. They'll inbound the ball. Hey, don't forget the Cottonwood Chamber of Commerce annual dinner has been rescheduled to March 29th. Ball comes in, Raptors get the ball in, dribble, trying to find somewhere to go. Passes it back, shot up, off. Oh, no good. Rebound,
good rebound.
Comes back down to the Raptors. Second shot up, gets his rebound once again. Gets the ball kicked out, but travels in the process. Great effort out there by number 2, Joy.
Yes. Got his own rebound on his own shot twice in a row there, giving his team a good opportunity.
Here comes Gonzalez and the Pelicans. He'll go into the paint. Red gets the shot up and good. Julius Gonzalez gets his team on the board. It's 4-2 in favor of the Raptors.
Great screen by Mangus there, setting it up as well. Mangus is the coach's son on the Pelicans.
Driving into the paint, shot up, off, can't get it to fall. Rebound comes back down to the Raptors, contains it, gets the ball back out. 3-point range, reverses the dribble, trying to find somewhere to go. Drives back to the baseline, stops the dribble. He's got to pass it off. Off to Mangus, shot up, off, no good. Rebound comes down to the Raptors once again. Looking for somewhere to go. Sanderson with the ball. Driving is going to be Murhead. Murhead shot up and good.
Raptors dominating the rebounds right now, getting several shot opportunities on that possession.
40 seconds left to go for the Pelicans. Mangus going to take the ball, lose it. It's taken away by Moorhead. Moorhead with the dribble. He'll stop, pass it off, near side. Had a lane. It's going to be picked up by Sanderson. Sanderson drives and will be fouled in the process. It looks like they're going to send him to the line. William Sanderson, Coach Phillips says, is the most improved player on his squad this year. Their leading scorer, Poulsel, and Joy. Leading, leading rebounders, Murhead. We've seen that out here.
Yes.
Dixon, Phillips, and Poulsel as well. So a 4-point lead, and the Raptors going to the line. Sanderson to shoot 2. Way behind the line there with his feet. Oh, steps forward, shot up, no good.
Little running start.
At this age, that's kind of far, you know?
It is. Yep, some of them definitely struggle getting a little distance on that and get a little running start into it.
Shot up, no good, but Moorhead comes down with the long rebound, loses it for a second, gets it off. Oh,
deep shot.
No good. Here come the Pelicans. Only 14 seconds left to go. They're going to get the ball off to Mangus. Mangus, far side to Gonzalez. Gonzalez drives, has an open lane, shot up, can't get it to fall. 3 seconds left. Pelicans with the ball, and it is going to be a inbound pass. It's going to be Pelicans ball underneath the basket, but they only have 0.8 of a second, so it's got to be a quick shot. Inbound pass, dribble, not going to get it. Into period 1, it is 6-2 in favor of the Raptors over the Pelicans. We'll return to Mingus Union High School after this.
Business Financing Solutions. I'm Mark Tufte with Country Bank. Let us help with commercial building loans and refinance options, equipment and bridge loans, or equity lines of credit. With local Arizona decision making, Country Bank has USDA, SBA, ACA, and Bank Direct options available. For home loans, see Denise, our mortgage specialist. Visit us in Sedona at 1725 West Highway 89A or in Cottonwood at 6th Street and 89A. Country Bank, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to care.
Jackie Bessler, Josh Fruin from Cottonwood Parks and Rec. This is youth basketball, one of 3 games that you'll be able to see on Verde Valley TV, Cable 1, Channel 56, and Link Channel 2, VerdeValleyTV.com on demand. And boy, the aquatics, believe it or not, is going to be opening soon. You guys are looking for lifeguards?
Absolutely. We're always looking for great lifeguards out at our pools. We have the outdoor and indoor pool that'll be open from Memorial Day to Labor Day, so always looking for great lifeguards in that. We'll have swim lessons, movies in the pool, lots of great events going on there this summer as well.
So the lifeguards can actually go on to the website and register or put in their resume? Or
Absolutely. The job's open at cottonwoodaz.gov. They can sign up there and apply for the position.
Quick shot out there as the Pelicans score. Uribe gets his first bucket of the game. Raptors with the ball and the dribble. Raptors in red, Pelicans in yellow. So with the dribble is going to be Phillips. Phillips to the paint. Stop. Shot. Up. Off. No good. Rebound. Phillips gets his own rebound off the hands of the Pelicans. Driving back in is going to be Pusel. Misses the shot. Moorhead trying to get the rebound. Gets the ball back out. Throws it down. It's going to be picked up by Juju Gonzalez as he'll drive the ball quickly. He's got one mode. That's fast. I'll tell you that. He'll give the ball back to Larson. Larson. Shot up, off, no good. Rebound up underneath, saved, and then will be contained by Pusel and the Raptors. They lead 6-4, period number 2. 7 minutes left to go in the first half. Pusel will turn his back. Phillips comes around, fakes it, drives, underhand shot, off, no good. Rebound, Phillips picks it up and puts it in.
Another rebound by the Raptors. They're getting second chance opportunities on every possession as they come down.
8-4, Pelicans with the ball. It's going to be Gonzalez with the dribble. He'll try the right-hand side, get into the paint, and then the foul is going to be called. Second foul on the Raptors, and a timeout is called by the Pelicans coach, which is Coach Mangus. We'll take a timeout with him. 8-4 your score here at Mangus Union High School. We'll be back after this.
Business Financing Solutions. I'm Mark Tufte with Country Bank. Let us help with commercial building loans and refinance options, equipment and bridge loans, or equity lines of credit. With local Arizona decision making, Country Bank has USDA, SBA, ACA, and Bank Direct options available. For home loans, see Denise, our mortgage specialist. Visit us in Sedona at 1725 West Highway 89A or in Cottonwood at 6th Street and 89A. Country Bank, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to care.
Don't forget the Flywheelers 35th Antique Engine and Tractor Show and Craft Sale comes up March 15th, 16th at the Verde Valley Fairgrounds. Back here at Mangus Union High School, the Pelicans looking to inbound. Goes into Gonzalez. Gonzalez tips it back to himself. Now with the dribble, gives it back up. Looking, thought about a shot. Then goes to the right. Great shot up and in. What a phenomenal shot out there by Uribe.
Great shot by him, and Christian Uribe was actually our leading scorer this year in a per game, had 24-point performance on himself against the Kings earlier this year.
Raptors with the ball, and that's going to be Latcher. Latcher loses it, taken away by the Pelicans. Here comes Gonzalez back into the paint, layup up and good.
We got a tie game again, 8-8.
How about that? Gonzalez with 2, Uribe with 2 for the Pelicans. 2 points for Joy, 2 points for Phillips, 2 points for Murhead, and 2 points for Pusel out here for the Raptors. Pusel with the dribble, loses it, gets it back, tries the right-hand side toward the paint, baseline, stops, and it's going to be a turnover, a travel. 5.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Pelicans tied it up, now looking for their first lead in the game. Uribe gives it up to underneath to Gonzalez, misses it. Rebound comes down to Pusel. Pusel with the dribble for the Raptors.
Gonzalez is so fast and gets in there off their picks and beats his guy quickly on those shots.
Pusel will turn his back, looking for somewhere to go, gives it up to Phillips. Back around it goes to Murhead. Murhead drives, corner, loses it. Saved, nope, not quite. Great effort out there by Phillips to try to save it, but it'll be a turnover. Pelicans with the ball.
We got about 45 seconds till they'll sub again at the next dead ball around the 4-minute mark.
Hey, take a breath.
Gonzalez with the ball for the Pelicans. Looks to drive, loses it. He's in the paint, dribbles it off, and stolen away by the Raptors. As Latcher gets it, gives it up to Phillips. Phillips, left-handed dribble, comes to the near side. Around his man, shot up, off, no good. Rebound, Gonzalez, he's on the run as he's trying to go coast to coast. As he'll get the layup to spin it in. Pelicans with their first lead of the game, 10-8.
That was a good foot race down the court with the two number 11s racing each other down to get the layup.
Substitution time, 4 minutes left to go, and the Pelicans their first lead of the game, 10-8. So tell me about some of the things coming up. Obviously, we've got youth basketball here, and we were talking about kindergarten through 5th grade. What other sports do you guys do?
Our next event is our co-ed adult volleyball league, and this year we actually have 16 teams that we've divided into 2 leagues, an A and a B league, and those will be beginning on May 4th is our first games for that, and they'll be every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, kind of depending on what league you're in. With our 16 teams is the most we've had in quite a few years, and will be a lot of fun. Really?
So an A and B league. So you on one league you have all players with their last name starting with A.
It's our A league's kind of the more competitive. Those probably with volleyball experience, playing throughout high school, college, whatever it would be. And then our B league is just the recreational, still competitive, but kind of the people more out there just to have some fun and things like that. So we have some that are businesses that have sponsored a team, such as Coffee Pot Restaurant in Sedona sponsors a team of their employees that play. And then others are just groups of friends that all get together and form a team together like that.
Church groups, et cetera, et cetera.
Absolutely. Everything.
Inbound pass comes to Joy. He's got 2 points in the game. Does the behind the back dribble.
Yeah.
And now comes across the timeline. Looking to set up a play, gets a screen, goes to the left-hand side, drives, shot up, off, no good. Rebound, struggled for, and we'll have our first jump ball of the game.
And it'll stay down with the Pelicans, with the Raptors on the jump ball.
Underneath the basket, looking for somewhere to go. Ball comes into Moore. Moore stops the dribble, gets it off to the near side, far side to Pusel. Shot up, off the rim, no good. Gets his own rebound. Shot, second shot off, no good. Lopez with the shot, and now it comes down to the Pelicans. Pelicans run and gun. Here comes Uribe. Uribe tries to give it off. His man ran past it, and a foul is called.
Don't worry about it.
It's going to be a turnover to the Raptors. His trailing man, I think, was trying to go down and set a pick.
Yeah.
And didn't realize that he was going to get the ball.
Little miscommunication there. You'll notice both these teams are very good at setting their picks and getting the guy off their man, setting up the easy shots.
Play set up and ends up with Pusel. Pusel tries the right-hand side, has an outside man, goes up underneath, and travels in the process, trying to stop the feet, let the man defender go right by. Good idea, but couldn't get the feet stopped.
Nope, couldn't quite get set to get that shot off. He had the right idea.
2:23 left to go in the first half. 10-8 your score. As the Pelicans with their first lead of the game. Across the timeline comes Uribe. Uribe, right-hand side, looking to drive. Goes baseline. Up underneath the basket, turns around, tries to throw it up, and a jump ball is called, and it's going to be yellow ball.
Good effort by the Pelicans there, grabbing that and getting the jump ball possession from that. Raptors have got most of the rebounds here tonight, but good one on the Pelicans by that.
Mangus runs up underneath, looking to get the ball in. He's got to get it in quick, throws it up underneath the basket, backs it back out. Looking for somewhere to go, throws it across, pass is stolen. Here come the Raptors. Joy trying to go coast to coast, stops, pops, and gets it in. His second bucket of the game. All tied up once again, 10-10. Mangus with the dribble for the Pelicans, comes across the timeline, switches to right hand, goes to the left hand, far side, down toward the baseline. Ooh. Gets knocked over in the process and gets pushed out and down, and it'll be Pelicans ball. Timeout is called by the Pelicans. 1:06 left to go. Trying to set up that special play that they worked in practice 2 practices ago. We'll return to Mingus Union High School after this.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. There's a simpler way to buy tires at Tire Pros.
We're hassle-free, guaranteed.
Pelicans will have the inbound pass here in just a moment. Mean Machine Flag Football season number 2 comes up about mid-March. You can go to meanmachineflagfootball.com and get the registration form and all the information. And a lot of these kids play flag football as well.
Absolutely, on all the teams. We have a lot of them that play in the Flag Football League as well. Especially on the Raptors team, quite a few of them are also on Coach Phillips' flag football team. So not only with him for basketball, but also with him for flag football.
You know, that's great when you get to keep the same group there.
Exactly, they form a good bond.
Inbound pass came to Graham, Graham for the Pelicans, and traveled in the process. So Joy now with the dribble for the Raptors. He's going to hand it off. Driving is going to be number 3, Moore, shot up and good. Tries the right-hand side, gets his first bucket of the game. And the Raptors with the lead again, 12-10, 25 seconds left to go. Pelicans trying the right-hand side behind the back. Uribe,
good defense
Moore steals it. Trying to go coast to coast in the paint, stops. Oh, hits the bottom of the rim. Here comes the Pelicans, 12 seconds left. Far side is Mangus. Mangus stops, looks for somewhere to go. Gives it off to Uribe, three-point shot. Off, short, no good, out of bounds.
I think that was our first three-point attempt of the night.
That is how the half is going to end as these two competitive teams are battling. So far, the Raptors with a 2-point lead, 12-10. We'll come back for stats here at Mingus Union High School right after this.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Mandalay Homes introduces the new Ion series, a revolutionary new approach to home building innovation and energy management. Built on a foundation of industry-leading energy efficiency and sustainable building practices, the ION Series Home redefines how we use and manage renewable energy. Contact a Mandalay Home sales executive today to learn more, or visit one of our ION Series communities throughout northern Arizona.
Business Financing Solutions. I'm Mark Tufte with Country Bank. Let us help with commercial building loans and refinance options, equipment and bridge loans, or equity lines of credit. With local Arizona decision making, Country Bank has USDA, SBA, ACA, and Bank Direct options available. For home loans, see Denise, our mortgage specialist. Visit us in Sedona at 1725 West Highway 89A or in Cottonwood at 6th Street and 89A. Country Bank, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to care.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, 10-12 the score here at halftime. The Raptors with the lead over the Pelicans. For the Pelicans, it's been scores from two different directions. Leading scorer for the Pelicans, leading scorer in the game, Juju Gonzalez. He's got 6 points in the game. And Christian Uribe with 4 points for the Pelicans. The Raptors have spread it out a little bit. In fact, they have 5 different scorers in the game. Josh, leading scorer is Joy with 4 points. Moore has 2. Phillips has 2, Murhead has 2, and Pusel has 2. So 12-10 our score here at halftime. It has been back and forth. In the first half, if we kind of recapped it, the Raptors took a 6-0 lead, and then it was a little bit of a battle back and forth, and then the Pelicans went on a run and able to take the lead 10-8, and then the Raptors coming back to recapture the lead right here at the end of the first half. But it's been a competitive half.
Definitely, very good game. I think the biggest difference so far has been the Raptors getting their rebounds and getting second chance shots, and that's what you see. It's spread out on their scoring a lot more, just kids getting those missed shots and putting them back up. So it's something they've been good at all year.
We had talked a little bit in pregame Easter egg hunt coming up.
Absolutely.
And that comes up mid-April this year, right?
It's April 20th this year, and that Easter egg hunt will be down at Riverfront Park. Kids 8 and under. We'll have them split into 5 different age groups doing the Easter egg hunt. We have some great sponsors for that, including like Jack in the Box, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, that put together good packages for those kids. Win some free little pizzas or free things from Jack in the Box, and we have lots of great prizes for that event.
Sweet. Brian Mickelson Run coming up again this year. That is always a phenomenal event. If you wish to run, is there info online about it, or how do people register?
Yes, so you can go on cottonwoodaz.gov, and it'll have all the information for the Brian Mickelson Run. It'll have the poster for it, the registration form, all of that. And you can always sign up online or at the Cottonwood Recreation Center. If you come in, you can sign up right there as well, and they'll get you all set up for that. And that'll be on April 13th.
Farmers Market already underway, mixing in with music this year. Tell me what that's all about.
It is. So that's our Old Town Music in the Market that we have down at the Old Town Activity Park in Old Town Cottonwood, behind those basketball courts there, right in front of the youth center. We have a different concert each Thursday night in May, June, and September. That we have a different concert, different vendors coming out selling their farmers markets goods, as well as everything from crafts, hot dogs, cookies, baked goods, all kinds of things. So that's a very fun event. That's every Thursday night from 5 p.m. till about 8 p.m. down at that Old Town Activity Park.
Well, a lot of things that Cottonwood Parks and Rec does for the youth, it isn't all just sports related. You've got a spring event or spring break event coming up. What are the dates for that? How does that work?
Yeah, so that's for the youth center, and that is for grades 8 and under, 8th grade and under. That's March 11th through March 15th. That kids can sign up, and it's $95 for the whole week or $22 for the day, and they do that from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. So it's a great opportunity. Get the kids out of the house, send them down to the youth center. They have a lot of fun. They get a lunch provided with that, some snacks. They do some activities and crafts, and then they do lots of field trips over to the rec center, do some swimming. They're doing a field trip to the Fries this year, who's going to kind of take them around, show them some nutrition information, and teach them all about that. So it's a very good opportunity if you're looking for something for the kids to do during spring break.
Now, if I was doing a tour of the fries area, I'd end up in the bakery and the donut section.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm sure they'll be getting some free good food with that as well.
Well, I think that's appropriate food for radio and television people, right?
Definitely.
Okay, awesome. So softball leagues coming up now. These are the adult leagues, right?
Yes.
Once again, do you have the competitive and the recreational division for softball? How do people put teams together? How do they sign up for that?
Our goal for softball is to get it back to where we have the numbers where we're able to split it into the competitive and recreational divisions. The past few years, we've had a few less teams, so we've ended up just having the men's and co-ed and women's division kind of be separate and all together, with just one division for men's, one for co-ed, one for women's, and that. This fall, the sign-ups for that will be July 1st through July 31st that teams can sign up. If you're looking for a team to join and you don't have a team, we have a free agent list that you can sign up on. Ooh. And then those teams can add you right off there. And sometimes we end up with enough people on that free agent list that we just create a team right from that.
Nice.
So it's a lot of fun.
And that's how you get, the big bucks, is being a free agent, right?
Yeah, exactly. Get those teams to have a bidding war over you. Yeah.
Right. Box of donuts and a 2-liter bottle. Right.
That's it, exactly.
12-10, your score here at halftime. The Raptors in red over the Pelicans in yellow. We still got 2 periods left to go here at Mingus Union High School. We're going to take a break, come back, and talk a little bit more about what's going on with Parks and Rec when we return to Mingus Union High School after this.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. There's a simpler way to buy tires at Tire Pros.
We're hassle-free, guaranteed.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, lots of things coming up on Verde Valley TV that you're going to want to see. In fact, we're going to have the St. Paddy's Day Parade, and that'll be from Uptown Sedona. That'll be recorded on the 9th of March, and then starting the 15th of March, we have got a selection of softball, baseball, Verde Valley softball, baseball coming up for you, covering all of Verde Valley. It's going to be on the 15th, we'll do Camp Verde versus Sedona baseball. On the 22nd of March, it'll be Mingus versus Arcadia baseball. 26th of March, it'll be the Mingus softball squad against Bradshaw. Ooh,
good match.
Rivalry game, yes. 28th of March, Mingus baseball versus Bradshaw. So that'll be another great matchup, Grand Canyon League there. And then the 5th of April, Camp Verde versus Sedona softball, so that we get those softball squads on television as well. And then we finish up on the 11th, Mingus versus Flagstaff softball, another rivalry match.
Yeah, lots of good matchups there.
Lady Marauders and Lady Eagles as well. That'll be fantastic. And so this will be our first year looking to do that, which will be fantastic. Those things all coming up in May. I want to remind everybody, the Cottonwood Chamber of Commerce dinner, the annual chamber dinner event, has been rescheduled to March 29th, and you can go to the Cottonwood Chamber website and make sure you've got your tickets available for that. That is always a good time. Looking Good Cottonwood is always something that you guys do every year, and what is that program all about?
Yeah, so that's a program that's run at the Rec Center by Trevor Faust, who's our fitness specialist there. This year it changed a little bit, that he's doing a lot of presentations throughout the year. And those presentations, so the next one's at April 15th. There's actually one March 11th that is on the power of sleep by Roger Bates. And then April 15th, that's on pre-diabetes. That's a wake-up call for wellness with Lisa Hill. And those are all at the Recreation Center conference rooms, and they're at 5:30 p.m. each night. So those are good, looking good Cottonwood type of presentations that Trevor's put together there for people to come out and learn about the things they're interested in and get some good fitness information.
Raptors with the lead. Leading scorer for the Raptors in red. 4 points for Joy, 2 points for Moore, 2 points for Phillips, Murhead, and Pusel as well. For the Pelicans, leading scorer Julius Gonzalez with 6 points, leads all scorers in the game, and Uribe with 4 points in the first half. And we're going to get going. The Raptors will end up going from left to right across your television screen. Inbound pass is going to come to Phillips. Phillips crosses the timeline, and he's got the dribble going to the right-hand side. He's got Gonzalez on him defensively. Drives in the paint. Foul. Trying to go to the basket. He'll go to the line. First foul of the second half. Normal regular fouls, right? So five fouls and you find a seat, right?
Yes, sir. So 5 fouls, they foul out, and then once the team gets up to 7 team fouls, the team shoots in the bonus.
It is, okay, so
exactly.
those are normal. Once again, if you are just joining us for Shot Up and Good, beautiful shot. First free throw made in the game, and that gives the Raptors a 3-point lead, which is absolutely a huge lead. Second one, nothing but net. 2 for 2 from the line is Phillips, as he's got 4 points now in the game for the Raptors. Coming quickly is Mangus, far side. He'll come back across the middle, finds himself in the paint. Underhand shot up, no good. Rebound, Phillips trying to scramble for it, stolen away by the Pelicans. Trying to find somewhere to go is Rios. Rios will give it up. Shot short, backside, underhand shot, no good by
another
Gonzalez.
Rebound by the Pelicans.
Yeah, no kidding.
Good possession for them this time.
Gonzalez slows it down, dribble, takes the right-hand side, and a foul is going to be called on number 12. That's going to be Murhead. Second foul of the game, 1 for each team. Gonzalez is going to inbound the pass. It's going to come to Mangus. Mangus with the dribble gives it back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking for somewhere to go. Back to Mangus. Shot up, off, no good. Uses the backboard. Scramble up underneath. Stolen away by the Pelicans. And then a jump ball between the big men up underneath. And possession arrow is going to go to the Raptors. Pardon me, no, it's going to go to the Pelicans, pardon me. Pelicans up underneath, inbound pass, able to contain it and then hand it off, stolen up underneath by the Raptors. So the Raptors now, Pusel with the dribble. Goes and talks to Phillips and says, you go to the right, I'll go to the left. Directing traffic out there. Gets his screen, tries the right-hand side, gives it up to Phillips. Phillips will double dribble in the attempt to change direction, and it'll be a turnover to the Pelicans. 14-10 the score, the Raptors on top. Inbound pass. Comes to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, speedy, up underneath, in the paint, underhand shot, good, and foul.
Great quick dribble by him, getting by the Raptors defense and getting the shot and the foul.
Bucket counts, and a substitution out there for the Raptors as Joy comes back in. Gonzalez comes to the line to shoot his first free throw of the game. 14-12. One possession game once again. We were talking about the 3-point lead, and that's actually huge, even though that's one possession. At this age, 3-point shots are not often.
Definitely. Very few 3-pointers made throughout the year, so 3-point lead's almost a 2-possession here.
Shot off, no good, and it's going to be a possession going back to the Raptors. So I assume we had a lane violation on the shot.
I believe so.
Phillips will take the inbound pass, slow it up, 5:17, 5:16 left to go in period number 3. They've got 10 seconds to get across the timeline. And Phillips will try the left-hand side, changes, loses it for a second, gets it back, and then stolen away by the Pelicans.
Good
Gotta
defense.
Get back on defense very quickly against this squad as Gonzalez will kick it back out to Uribe. Uribe up underneath. Underhand shot. Turnaround, gets it to fall.
Great shot driving under the basket and getting that reverse layup in. Very good. You don't see a ton of that in this age level.
I would make about 1 out of 1,000 of those.
Yeah, same.
Puso will hand it off. Second handoff comes down to the Raptors into the red and will get fouled. Going to the bucket is Larson. No, pardon me, is Joy. Joy will go to the line to shoot 2, 4:25 left to go, period 3, all tied up at 14. First of 3 games, one of 3 games, I should say, available on Verde Valley TV. This is the Pelicans and Raptors. You can also look at verdevalleytv.com for times for the Celtics and Kings for shot up, off, no good, as well as the Suns and the Knicks, all Power Division 1 Cottonwood Parks and Rec games.
Zany, he blocks out shooter. Box out, Christian.
Joy, second shot up and good. Raptors regain the lead, 15-14. Inbound pass comes to Uribe for the Pelicans in yellow. Uribe tries the right hand side, gets a pick all the way down to the baseline, gets trapped, gives the ball back up. Gonzalez gets the pass and is tripped up in the process. Possession will maintain for the Pelicans. Third team foul for the Raptors. The ball comes all the way into Mangus. Mangus with the dribble, left-handed dribble, trying to go around the pick. Gets in the red, shot up, good. His first bucket of the game, and the lead goes back to the Pelicans, 16-15. And substitution at 3:44 left to go in period 3. Now this is different if you're just joining us. You stop the period halfway through as close as you can.
Yes.
For substitutions, right?
So we stop at the first dead ball or made basket after about the 4-minute mark so we can do the substitutions. Just helps saves the time so the coaches aren't subbing during the game as much and just gives a good one time for everyone to go out, figure out who their man's going to be. Just helps us play a little better quality basketball by having that happen.
It also changes a little bit of the coaching structure too, because you have to have full shifts. You probably have 2 or 3 or 4 different shifts that you put in depending on how and where you are in the game and how the flow of the game is going, correct?
Definitely, yeah, it is. It's kind of a strategy the coaches have to think about of who's they're going to have together in groups, and some of these teams have 10 kids, so they're just switching the 5 and 5 every substitution period, and so you got to pair it out so you have even balance on those 2 groups.
At the same time, what it's doing is it's forcing each coach, but also forcing each team to train 2 or 3 different point guards, 2 or 3 different power forwards, 2 or 3 different centers.
Definitely. Yeah, as they're having to sub so much, as each kid just has to play half of a game is our only requirement with the subs there. So you have several different ball handlers, 7 different kids that have to get rebounds and those type of things. So it's good experience for all of them, training them for the future when they get up to that high school level. When they may grow and all of a sudden become the tallest kid, they still have experience being a center in this league.
Raptors in red with the ball, down by 1 of the Pelicans, switches directions, drives in, loses it, gets it back, still in the paint, shot blocked, second shot up, off, no good, rebound, Raptors shot up, no good, and rebounded again to Moore. Moore brings it back, 3-point shot, up, off, short, no good. Step back to 3-point line now. This 3-point line is a little farther away from the 3-point lines that you play with at the rec center, correct?
Absolutely it is. So I think it's looking extra long for the kids and maybe a little scary, forcing some of those bad shots from 3 so far.
Gonzalez drives. We'll get a reach-in foul on Joy. And the Pelicans will long inbound pass, overthrows everybody out of bounds. And that'll be an inbound for the Raptors. Raptors inbound it without the referee and will get called for it.
A little too quick of a start there.
Yep.
They were excited.
We know what we're doing, right?
Yeah. And then a timeout by the Raptors now.
All right, 2:40 left to go in period 3. The Pelicans lead the Raptors by 1, 16-15. We'll be back at Mingus after this.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Well, these two squads have matched up twice before. The Pelicans 7-0, the Raptors 5-2. The Raptors with the ball, down by 1. Long pass going to Phillips. It's broken away by Gonzalez. Gonzalez with the dribble. Tries the left-hand side, loses it, gets it back, loses it again, and gets it back. And a foul is called. And it will go back to the Raptors, it appears.
Yes.
2:18 left to go, period 3. Pelicans up by 1. Raptors with the ball. Raptors in red. Here at Mingus Union High School, a thrill for these youngsters to play on the high school court.
Absolutely.
Looking for the pick, takes it in, drives, stops, shot, up, good! Great shot out there by Joy.
Good job driving and being able to set his feet and stop without traveling and getting the good shot off.
He's got 3 points in the second half, 7 points in the game. Gonzalez picks up the ball, passes it off. Left-handed dribble near side, and we will get
an illegal screen called there on the Pelicans. Kind of set a screen and walked with them a little too much.
They just happen to be going the same direction.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes that happens. Gets a little excited to set a screen on someone and push them a little too far.
Well, can you tell I've coached before?
Oh, yeah.
Back to Phillips. Phillips in the paint. Driven, hard foul. And he'll be going to the line to shoot 2. Branson Phillips already 2 for 2 from the line. Get another shot at it.
That's Coach Phillips' son on the Raptors. And you can see they take advantage of him having the tall height as they try and get those passes over the heads of the other defenders and get it to him a lot.
Well, that was a screen and spin and broke away in the paint. First shot up off the backboard and in, good. 3 for 3 from the line in a 2-point game. The Raptors with the lead now, 18-16. Second shot up and off, no good. Rebound struggled for and captured by the Raptors. Moore tries all the way around to the right side, gives it back out to Lopez. Lopez with the dribble, tries the baseline, passes it off, stolen by the Pelicans. Felix with the ball, gets it up to the shooter off, no good. And rebound is fought for and a foul is called. And it's going to be Raptors ball. Clock rolling with 40 seconds left to go in period number 3. Team in red with the ball and the lead. Taking his time is going to be Joy. Joy gets across the timeline.
Just barely beating that 10-second halftime.
Moore gets the pass and then travels in the process. Timeout called with 18 seconds left to go. 16. Timeout and the clock's still rolling. We're going to take a break with them here at Mingus Union High School. Raptors on top at 18-16. We're back after this.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community, and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
They put 18 seconds back on the clock here with the timeout. The Raptors leading 18-16, and as we understand it, number 11, Julius Gonzalez for the Pelicans with 4 fouls in the game, so he's only got 1 more to give, correct?
He's going to have to be cautious. He's going to have to be cautious during that fourth quarter to not get that 5th foul.
Yeah, certainly so. That would be a huge loss. Their leading scorer in the game. He's got 8 points in the game for the Pelicans. All right, so the Pelicans, Felix with the ball, gives it up to Mangus. Mangus tries the dribble in the paint, shot up, off, no good, gets his own rebound, second shot off, no good, rebound, will bounce around, comes down to the Pelicans, looking for a quick shot, 3-point shot off, no good. As time comes to the end of the period, 18-16, the Raptors leading the undefeated Pelicans will return for the 4th period after this.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Well, they match up out on the center of the court here for period number 4. The Pelicans in jeopardy of losing their perfect season, trailing by 2 to the Raptors. And this is interesting. So you've got coaches with all sorts of different strategies. Do you try to wait for the second half of the fourth period here to come out with all of your best scorers, or do you put them in now, or what do you do?
It's a risk they got to think about because they still have to sub the players, so it's a risk whether you want to try and wait for the last 4 minutes and stack the team or kind of spread it out throughout that last 8 minutes. And it's something that we'll see here, to seeing what their strategy is, especially with Gonzalez on the Pelicans having his 4th foul.
Husel directing Phillips to make the screens, gets it over to Phillips. Phillips with the dribble right around the 3-point mark, takes the shot short of the 3-point mark, rebound comes down to the Pelicans with the dribble, hands it off is Rios. Rios gives the ball up to Felix. Felix with the dribble, trying to find somewhere to go, tries the left-hand side, gets toward the paint, kicks it back out, long shot up off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to the Pelicans, turnaround shot, no good by Rios. Up underneath, looking for somewhere to go.
And a timeout by the Pelicans to save that possession a little bit.
Probably so. Stuck and trapped in the paint were the Pelicans. 7:16 left to go. 18-16 still our score. We'll take a break. We'll come back to Mingus after this.
Mandalay Homes introduces the new Ion series, a revolutionary new approach to home building innovation and energy management. Built on a foundation of industry-leading energy efficiency and sustainable building practices, the Ion Series home redefines how we use and manage renewable energy. Contact a Mandalay Home sales executive today to learn more, or visit one of our Ion Series communities throughout northern Arizona.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, Pelicans looking to inbound, trying to tie this one up. They get the ball in, driving baseline, and we have a foul called. Might be away from the play. Saw players hit the court.
I think he actually on that called the double team where 2 players were guarding one, as we try and avoid that. Just so when they're off the ball, 2 players can't be guarding 1 player. They got to stay with their man.
Inbound pass, Felix takes the shot. Coming down with the rebound is Rios. Felix with another shot off, no good. Pelicans with the rebound again. And toward the corner, running the ball down was Mangus. And obviously he knew it went off a red because he let that one go out of bounds.
Yeah, risky one, I wasn't sure.
Inbound pass near the baseline. Shot up by Larson, no good. Rebound comes down. Raptors finally get a rebound. Pussel with the ball in the dribble. Comes across the timeline. Raptors with the ball and the 2-point lead. Gives it up to Phillips. Phillips out at about 3-point line. Drives, left side, shot up, off, no good. Good shot. And Moorhead comes down with the rebound, and a foul is called.
Foul on number 13, Rios there.
So that's going to be an inbound pass up underneath the basket here for the Raptors. 6:02 left to go in the game. Raptors with a 1-possession lead. Stack play is up. Everybody moves, and Pussel with the ball up underneath, trying to find somewhere to go. Moorhead with the dribble back to the baseline, shot up, no good. And it was Warner that came down with the...
Yeah.
Yep, Warner came down.
Xander Warner gets lots of good rebounds.
I noticed because he immediately bent over and protected the ball. Shot up, no good, foul called. And going to the line was Mangus.
Yep, you'll see Warner a lot jump up, get those rebounds, and kind of tuck it in tight. He'll be a good football player someday.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Protect that ball, right? Mangus to the line. He'll be shooting 2. He's got the opportunity to tie this one up with 5.5 left to go in the game.
And Mangus is coach Clint Mangus' son, so is coach for the Pelicans. Makes the first one with a great shot.
Nothing but net. 18-17. Takes no time. Shot up, off, no good. Rebound. Pelicans up underneath. And that was Warner with a big rebound. Possession rebound. Second one up, off, no good. Pussel with the ball. It gets knocked away. Reach-in foul. And they'll maintain possession. But that is now 6 fouls on the Pelicans and a timeout for Coach Phillips with 5:19 left to go. We'll take a break with them. Got a good one for you here on Verde Valley TV. Sunlink Channel 2, Cable 1, Channel 56. We're back to Mingus after this.
Business Financing Solutions. I'm Mark Tufte with Country Bank. Let us help with commercial building loans and refinance options, equipment and bridge loans, or equity lines of credit. With local Arizona decision making, Country Bank has USDA, SBA, ACA, and Bank Direct options available. For home loans, see Denise, our mortgage specialist. Visit us in Sedona at 1725 West Highway 89A or in Cottonwood at 6th Street and 89A. Country Bank, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to care.
Raptors will inbound here, leading by 1. They'll have the ball, and 16 fouls on the Pelicans. What happens at 7?
So once we get to 17 fouls, they'll be in the bonus. So then every foul, they'll be shooting a 1-and-1 free throw. So if they'll shoot the first one, if they make it, get a second one. Then once they get up to that 10th foul, it'll be double bonus and shooting free throws every time.
Pass interrupted by Felix. Great job diving for the ball, knocking it out of bounds. Raptors will maintain possession. Pussel with the dribble, tries the right-hand side around the screen, has an open shot up, off, no good. And it is out of bounds.
Hey, Xander, I'll go back to your man picks. You got to switch.
And it's going to be an inbound pass here for the Pelicans. Pelicans with the ball. Mangus with the dribble. Left hand to right hand, back to left hand. Into the paint, loses it. And out of bounds, maintain possession. Tipped away by the Raptors, so the Pelicans in yellow will maintain possession.
Good defense there, slowing down what would have been an easy shot.
Up underneath, Felix can't get it to fall. Great job underneath by Rios with the rebound, and a foul is called. And that is going to be the 4th team foul on the Raptors as we get to that 4-minute mark. And right here at 3:58, they're going to change squads out there. Buena Vista Children's Services has their children's celebration, talking about kids, coming up. It's in April with Child Abuse Month. It is a great opportunity for kids and parents to get together and learn about different sports that are available, parks and recreation programs, Little League, which is pretty much underway, but when is youth football underway? All of these things, plus services, what's available for parents, low-income services, schools. How about Head Start programs? All those different things. Buena Vista, go check out their website and look for the Children's Celebration and outline all those things coming up.
Absolutely. Great time to come out and find out what's going on for the kids and how they can get help, and then what else is just going on that we can get them involved in. Getting kids involved in as many things as possible is what our goal is.
I agree. Active kids, it's wonderful for them to get active. With my kids growing up, you don't have to play a sport, but you have to do something.
Definitely.
You have to do something. Whatever it is. If your thing is music, be in band. Whatever it happens to be, but do something, get involved.
Definitely. Being involved keeps them out of trouble, finds new interests that they never knew they'd be interested in, and it's a great thing to have them involved in as many things as possible.
Pelicans will be inbounding the ball. Final 4 minutes of the game, 3:58 to be exact. They inbound the ball. It comes to the near side. Uribe. Uribe with the dribble goes all the way around the court. Looks for somewhere to go. Tries to go baseline. Gets cut off. Hands the ball off. And out of bounds. And will maintain possession with the Pelicans as Welly gets it knocked away. Inbound pass, Uribe. Uribe tries the right-hand side. Behind the back. Looking for somewhere to go. Gets knocked away. And this one will turn over as Gonzalez got part of it as well. 3:23 left to go. And the Raptors with the ball and a 1-point lead. Taking his time, getting across the timeline. Here's Joy. Joy turns his back to the defender. Sets up the double pass.
Double pass.
And it's stolen away. Here comes Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to go coast to coast. Shot up, off, no good, no foul called. And now Joy trying to go coast to coast the other way. Toward the paint, stops. Hands it back to Moore. Moore drives to the baseline and loses it out of bounds. Turnover, back to the Pelicans. Uribe is going to inbound the ball. Gets it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez back to Uribe. Uribe pushes it across the timeline. Tries the right-hand side. 3-point mark. Passes it across up underneath somehow. Gets it to Gonzalez. And no basket, no shot as the travel is called. And Moore's going to inbound for the Raptors. 2:20 left to go. 1-point lead by the Raptors once again. Raptors with the ball. Joy takes his time, brings it across the timeline, looks for that pick. Goes to the right-hand side, loses it. Great steal out there. Coming the other way by Mangus. Mangus drives toward the corner, looking for somewhere to go. Gives it up to Uribe. Uribe back into the paint amongst the trees. Shot up, off, no good. Rebound, struggles for Uribe. Shot up and good. He's got 8 points in the game. 1-point lead now by the Pelicans. Raptors with the ball. 1:38 left to go in the game.
Once again, this is the third meeting between the teams, and all three of, the previous two have been within 4 points. Looks like this one's going to be the same thing.
Moore drives, needs somewhere to go, gives it back outside, right at about the free throw spot. No good. Moorhead comes down with the dribble, loses it. Gonzalez with the steal. Pelicans takes the timeout with the lead, 19-18, $1:13 left to go here at Mingus. We'll be back after this.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. There's a simpler way to buy tires at Tire Pros.
We're hassle-free, guaranteed.
I want to thank our friends at Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros, always sponsoring youth sports, high school sports, youth basketball, youth football, and the likes. Neil Dixon and his crew over at Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros. Gonzalez, the pass intended for Gonzalez from Uribe. He got cut off, and that will be a foul. That'll be the 15th foul now on the Pelicans. That could play a role.
Definitely.
16 fouls for the Raptors, 6 for the Pelicans, and the pass behind the timeline. Uribe with the ball. Under a minute left to go. Pelicans down by 1, or pardon me, up by 1. Baseline gets cut off. Looking for somewhere to go. Gets the ball to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, an open shot off. No good. Moorhead, an important rebound. Gets the ball back to Joy. Could be the final shot of the game. 35 seconds left to go. And Joy gets across the timeline. Gets the screen he's looking for. Tries to drive down toward the baseline. Looking for somewhere else to go. Gets the ball back to Moore. Moore up underneath. Back outside, stolen by Gonzalez. Gonzalez running and gunning, looking for somewhere to go. A timeout is called. 12.4 seconds left to go. The Pelicans with the ball and the lead. So obviously here, we're going to leave it here. The Raptors need to come up with some sort of steal.
Yeah. They're going to have to get a steal or force a quick foul or something, get those free throws, hope for a miss.
Now that would stop the clock as well, correct?
Exactly.
Okay, so you do a quick possible foul, send somebody to the line. It's a one-on-one, right?
Yes,
it's a one-on-one. You get that rebound, and you could have a little bit of time to try to run and gun and get the final shot of the game, correct?
That could be.
Okay.
It'll be exciting on this big court for the kids on the full Mingus court, see if they can get down the court that quickly, but we'll have an exciting last 12 seconds.
Now the interesting thing is do the youngsters have the basketball IQ to understand to foul immediately on that inbound pass?
I'm sure the coaches are coaching them up, but what's said in the huddle always doesn't happen on the court, so we'll have to see.
Now this is a problem too, because you get to inbound and because you can't do defensive pressure until they cross the timeline.
Exactly.
Time is wasting already. And Pelicans with the ball near side. 2 seconds left to go, 1 second left to go. Gonzalez will maintain possession and will maintain the win for the Pelicans, 19-18. Your final score here. Had a good one. We got 2 other good ones coming that you can find on Verde Valley TV. We'll take a break, come back with our final stats of the game after this.
Awesome, good ending.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Mandalay Homes introduces the new Ion Series, a revolutionary new approach to home building innovation and energy management. Built on a foundation of industry-leading energy efficiency and sustainable building practices, the Ion Series home redefines how we use and manage renewable energy. Contact a Mandalay Home sales executive today to learn more, or visit one of our Ion Series communities throughout northern Arizona.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. There's a simpler way to buy tires. at Tire Pros.
We're hassle-free, guaranteed.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, Jackie Bessler, Josh Fruin, along with you from Cottonwood Parks and Rec. He's the Sports and Special Events Coordinator. Does that all fit on one card?
It's tough. It's really small print. You got to look close, but yes.
Got to have good eyesight to read the card. Pelicans victorious over the Raptors, and they saved their perfect season and go 8-0 on the season. But the Raptors, boy, they took it all the way down to the wire here. Final score 19-18. Taking a look at the Raptors out here today, leading scorer was Andre Joy, number 2, had 7 points in the game. 2 points from Ethan Moore, 5 points from Branson Phillips here. For the Raptors, Murhead had 2 points and Husel had 2 points. 18 points altogether for the Raptors in the game. The Pelicans victorious here, had 2 players score 8 points in the game. Christian Uribe, number 4, and Julius Juju Gonzalez, number 11, both had 8 points in the game, 4 points in the second half for Uribe, and a very important 3 points from Harlan Mangus in the second half. In a 1-point game, boy, you can look at any free throw in the game, that was it, right?
Oh yeah, exactly, and plenty of missed free throws, plenty of made free throws for both teams. That every one of those came down to the end of the game.
Raptors started the game, took a lead, had a 6-point lead in the first half.
They did.
At one particular point, and then it was back and forth at halftime. They were able to regain a 2-point lead, but the Pelicans come up and score an extra 3 points here in the second half to take the lead and the victory, 19-18, which was a very important game. Well, before we say goodnight, we want to let everybody know, or good day, we want to let everybody know this is one of 3 games that are available on Verde Valley TV. These were the Pelicans and the Raptors. You can also see the Celtics and the Kings, the Suns and the Knicks, all on Verde Valley TV. Looking for specific times or want to watch them on demand, VerdeValleyTV.com. Before we go, the Cottonwood Community Clubhouse. This is a new thing, which is going to be fantastic. I know there's going to be lots of events going on that. It's going to be open here in 2019.
Absolutely. So it's been closed for a while, doing a lot of renovations, and when people get in there and see it, it's going to be amazing, as there's been so many renovations. We also received a grant to do kind of state-of-the-art audio and visual technology in there, that will have an amazing projector screen, great projector, great sound in there. It'll be a great venue that we'll be able to rent out for weddings, concerts, whatever. And then we'll of course be hosting some of our own events, such as like daddy-daughter date night and kids concerts, maybe movies in there. We'll have it full with events and also private events that people can rent out. It'll be a lot of fun.
Well, the Cottonwood Community Clubhouse, if you've been here a while, Civic Center. That'll tell you right where it is. There you go, Civic Center. Well, this is going to be a wrap. Once again, the Pelicans victorious, a come-from-behind victory over the Raptors by a score of 19-18. Here at Mingus Union High School, we bid you adieu. Make sure you catch all the games on Verde Valley TV, Cable 1, Channel 56, Suddenlink Channel 2.